Welcome to Above the Ring, Rising Sun Above the Rings podcast, covering our favorite promotion across the Pacific Ocean, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm your host, Am the SLB. Alongside me today, as always, not the man behind the Twitter. Well, one of the Twitters. I don't know. From parts unknown, probably his basement, the man in black himself, Ethan. Guys, please make sure you like, hit subscribe, leave a review for more New Japan and other content. Guys, it is our second favorite time of the year in New Japan, or maybe your first. I don't know. Do you prefer the big shows like Wrestle Kingdom, or do you prefer the shows like this one? G1. That's right. New Japan's G1 tournament kicks off this weekend. Ethan, how are we feeling about this one?
G1. Sorry. I'm actually pretty excited for this one. I mean, it's weird. I'm going to be honest. It's weird not seeing Tanahashi or Yano or Ishii in this year's G1. But it's good to get some young blood talent in there like Cam Newham and Bon Oleg and, well, Gabe Kidd's not really young, but like basically people who have been in it less times than like Goto and Naito, which I'll get to in a minute. But good for Cal Newman and Bono Lake for getting in. I do like the playoff tournaments, like the qualifiers. I don't know if you're agreeing with it, but do you think they should do them more often?
Yeah, I think when you do tournaments, especially these big ones, it's kind of like there's something about. I'll go back to AEW. When AEW had started, the idea was to make the numbers matter. Why are you in this picture? I know the numbers are kind of construed now. You know, they matter, they don't matter. We have tournaments. Tournaments matter, and it kind of gives some value to why so-and-so is wrestling this other person for a title. So, or why they're there to begin with. So I like the qualifiers. Maybe they need to do more just qualifying matches going forward, especially when you pull in the talent from outside of New Japan. I think that would be fun, where it's like, hey, we're going to have a New Japan qualifier in AEW, TNA, GCW, whatever, to bring in some external talent. Or maybe they do just like here's an idea. And Ethan, maybe you like this. And this is like a fantasy booking. Maybe before G1, they do a one-off show where it's like a qualifying show where it's for all the non-New Japan talent. And then you get some New Japan talent sprinkled in somewhere.
Ooh, I like that. But I do like that. It's funny how, well, we'll get to Kenosuke Takeshita because he's like the AWDT representative. But in Noah, they're actually doing, they have 2 NXT representatives for the M1 Victory Tournament. That's like their version of G1.
Yeah.
But that's cool. And I don't know. I feel like they should have added more outsiders, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad Takeshi's in there. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like I don't know. But I'm pretty excited for this G1. I actually thought Umino, he just got cleared today or yesterday about competing in G1 because he had a back injury and stuff. I'm like, oh no, no.
Haven't there been? I know there's been at least 2 tournaments this year where 2 people have had to resign. David Finlay was one of them.
New Japan Cup, yeah.
It was at Kenta in the Super. Who was in the? Was it the Super Juniors I'm thinking of?
Yeah, because Taguchi was supposed to be in it, but he got replaced by Dragon Dia from Dragon Gate. And Yo was supposed to be it, but he had his fucked up short, so Kushida took his spot.
All right. So with that in mind, let's hope that we don't have this trend. I don't have the knowledge like you do, so I'm not sure if this is this. I don't remember this happening last year or the year before that. I don't know if this is like. I'm not saying they become an accident prone, but want to keep the guys the young guys healthy, be able to compete fully through these tournaments. That being said, let's get right into the tournament. So what we're going to do, guys, is Ethan and I kind of talked about this last year. I think we did this last year. So we're going to go through the blocks. Ethan's going to run down the stats, and we're going to put together our quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals choices.
Yay!
All right, guys. So this will be a lot of fun. Ethan, yeah, we'll kick it off. Then we'll start with Block A.
All right, so A block, Shota Umino making his second entry. Tsushima, who's the IWGP World Champion, making his 15th entrant. He is the 2013, 17, and last year's winner while being the runner-up of 2011. Holy fuck. Shingo Takagi making his sixth entry. Sanada making his ninth entry, being the 2020 runner-up, losing to Kota Ibushi. Great Khan, who is the KPW 2024 champion, making his fourth entry. Zack Sabre Jr. making his eighth entry. Strong Oppo champion Gabe Kidd making his second entry. Jake Lee, who's from Pro Wrestling Noah as right now, debuting in the tournament. Evil making his ninth entry, and Callum Newell making his debut in G1. B Block, Alpha Phantasm making his third. Hiroki Goto making his 17th appearance, being the 2008 winner and the 2016 runner-upper. Yuya Tsuji making his second entry. We'll get to him in a little bit. Yu Moore making his first entry. TV Champ Jeff Cobb making his sixth appearance. Hinari Denver, Oh Boy Champ making his third entry. Global Champ Dave Philly making his third entry as well. Randy his second. Kanelski to catch him. And Bono Oleg are both debuting in the G1. Yay.
All right. All right. So let's hop over to B block. Let's talk through B block, B stats, and then we're going to go right over, talk about this a little bit, and then start picking, planning out our cards, if you will.
Yay. Okay, where's my records? So my tell like how they best they did in each of in the B block or like points wise. Is that how we're doing it for B block or sorry?
Yeah, same way.
Oh, okay. I can go back one sec. So El Phantasmo, his best points for 6 points, being in the two tournaments he was in. Hiroki Go, his best point. So he did win 2008, but he had 8 points. But like if we're just talking just point wise, his best was 2011, 2015, and 2016 with all 12 points. Yoji Tsuji, he's only been in last year, so 7 points. Yu Mori can't say anything because debut. Oh crap! What was Jeff Cobb? Jeff Cobbs, I lost his fucking score point. It was 16 points because he almost clean sweep the B block, but he lost to Okada. Hinari, his best was 4 points. Dave Finley, his best was 10 points last year, but he lost to Ospreay in the quarterfinals. Narita is 6 points. That was his best because it's the second one this year. And Takeshita and Oleg, I can't say anything because this is their first as well. So, and then A block. Let me go to E block. So Umino's best was 6 points. Naito's, if we're talking, obviously he won, but his best overall was 2017 with 14 points. That's where he beat Omega in that banger of a finals. Shingo Nakagi, his best was 2021 with 13 points. Sonata, his best, he was 20 last year, sorry, where he got 14 points and he faced the quarterfinals, but unfortunately lost to Evil. Unfortunately. Grail Khan, best points were 2021, 8 points. Zack Sabre Jr., his best was 12 points in 2021. Even though he made to the quarterfinals last year, but he had 10 points. So I'll guess their points later for Sabre. Gabe Kidd last year, he did 5 points. Jake Lee can't say anything because debuting. Evil, his best was 2021 with 14 points. Dear God. And Cam Newell can't say anything because he's debuting. So to be determined.
All right. All right. I think, like we were talking about earlier, I think this is going to be a good year. I mean, we're looking at a lot of new talent. Ethan and I were talking ahead of time. I mean, with the sweep over to AEW, pretty much. I mean, you don't have Ospreay, you don't have Okada. I know this is the second year that Jay White has been out. So yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, this would not be fun if we didn't do this. I know Ethan and I, we've already talked about this. We already have been predicting this winner for a while. I don't know. Did you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? I'm just like kind of looking through what we got.
All right. So we're doing quarterfinals, semifinals, finalists, right? Is that how we're going?
Yes.
Okay, so the 3 I got faced for the quarterfinals from Block A, I got Naito, and these are not in order, but we'll get to the orders after we each make our pick. So my 3 right now, and then I'll get to places after. Naito, Shingo, Zack Sabre Jr. for Block A. For B block, some people might be surprised by these 3 picks. Some may not. Well, I don't say it's gonna agree with me on one of them. Yoji Tsuji, Kinosuke Takeshita, and ooh, fuck it, Dave Finley.
Good call. Good call on those. So if I'm going just, 3 on the A, 3 on the B. So I think it'd be from the A block, we're looking at Naito, Takagi, and Umino. Naito, I say, and I totally forgot he's champion again.
He don't need it. That's my hot take. There, I
He
said it.
don't need it. But I think as we get further up the card, I can explain my rationale here. Are you writing this down? Or
Oh, one sec.
I'm not like spitting this out and then you're like, oh yeah, forget about that.
Hold on, Seb. Don't give me your B blocks yet. I just want to make sure. Okay, so pretty much A block, we're approaching agreement. Just instead of Umino, it's Umino for you and Saber Jr. for me. So Sam block A. This is your second year, by the way, picking Umino. By the way,
I'm an Umino. There's something about him that I think he's going to get there. I don't know how.
he'll get there. I think he'll get there. I know he almost made quarterfinals. Yeah, last year. He almost did, but Hikuleo beat him out there. I was like, oh, poor Umino. All right, who is your B block, Senior Sam?
So B block. So when I look at B block, Yoda Tsuji is one. I like Takeshita. That's not a bad one. I think somebody like him, he'll be able to, because they usually have somebody who's not in the promotion kind of make it into the finals, and I think that would be some good heat that he could take back to AEW, and Don could be like, oh look, under my command, he almost made it and almost won the G1. I think that would be good. I'm not sure though. Hanare came back, and I could see Hanare making his way to the finals. And then there's Jeff Cobb, but Dave Finley's also another one. I think I like what we're doing with Bullet Club, but I need more street cred. So I'm going to go with Finley.
Ooh. It's Finley's your second one, right?
Finley's my second. So Tsuji, Finley, and I'm going to mix it up because he's involved with people we don't care for. And, somebody from this team has to make the finals. And I'm going to pick Ren Narita.
Who did you hurt today? Who hurt you, Sam? Who hurt you? But you were probably not wrong, though, in all seriousness.
Well, it's funny because Evil's on Block A, and I was like, it could be Evil. And I'll explain to you my thought process on the 3 for Block A, because that's very strategic. Not so much these, but I'm going to make my arguments here, and you guys can agree, you guys can disagree. So yeah, if we're looking at the quarterfinals specifically,
it's the second and third place, by the way, for people who might forgot. So basically, sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to cut you up. So basically, the first place winner of each block gets a bye to semifinals, where the second and third place meet in they're calling it playoffs, but let's just be honest, they're quarterfinals. Let's just be honest. And then the winner of those two matches, so basically, same with the B block side, and then the winners of the second or third place will meet the first place, and obviously the winner goes to the finals. So, yeah, but I'll guess points with each guy in a minute.
yeah. So going off of that information, I'll start. I'll give you something, without me giving you my knowledge, since you are way more versed in the knowledge of this than I am, I'm going to throw this stuff out there. So I think, and this could go, honestly, it could go any way with either 3 of these guys. So I'm going to argue it's going to be Shingo and Umino. Naito's getting the bye. We had this conversation, what was it, 10 years since the champion has been in the G1?
Yeah, until Naito obviously won from Moxley, Forbidden Door.
Yeah. So it's been 10 years. And maybe they want to go off of this, like, hey, Naito's going to be the guy to, go to the end and win. He is champion. So I think he's getting the bye here. And then I think it's going to be Umino and Takagi.
Ooh. Okay, I like that. I gotta make sure I get all these picks. I'm writing these picks down because we forgot to last year because we only guessed the final, so we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, we need to make some kind of we need to get an actual bracket.
Oh no, it's the year before, but last year we kind of it was weird. Last year's quarterfinals we were like half right and half wrong. All right, so you got Naito. I could see, but I'll let you finish your B blocks and then I'll do mine and then I'll tell how many points we think each guy will get because it's gonna be interesting because you can think of tiebreakers too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Tim, who do you got? Who do you got going to the quarterfinals, and who's getting the bye to the semis?
So I'm gonna say, and this is gonna be a very ballsy pick, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm not gonna be mad. But I'm going to say Narita's getting the bye here.
Damn.
Narita's getting the bye. What did I say? Oh,
So
wait a minute. No, I lied. I'm There's a lot of these I'm looking at. I'm like, actually, I could see this. This would be a good final situation. This would be a good final situation. No, it's going to be Finley gets the bye. And we're going to get...
So you got Finley going to the semifinals, correct?
Yeah, so Finley's going to the semifinals.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Tsuji and Narita are going to hash it out in the quarterfinals.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's funny how it's pretty much you're going to get a rematch in either blocks either way. Because, so basically you're facing somebody twice in the quarterfinals and stuff, but okay. So you got Finley. So who do you have Finley facing semifinals?
So Finley, if it's going to be anybody, it's going to be Tsuji.
Yeah, we were supposed to get that rematch. Oh, sorry, we were supposed to get that in the New Japan Cup, but Finley obviously got sick. And then they had a rematch. Oh, crap. What show was it? Oh, fuck. Oh, Don Taku. That's who it was. And then Finley won. He's like, I'm the New Japan Cup champ, which I will admit that was actually pretty funny when he said that. So,
yeah. So, and I don't think I said my other one though.
You're either what, quarterfinal or pick or what?
Yeah, my
for A
other...
block, yeah, you never said, you always said Naito. Sorry, I meant to ask, who do you have facing Naito?
Yeah, so this one's a little tough because there were two routes I was going to go. I'm going to save that till I get to the finals, then I'll explain my reasoning.
Ooh, Sam's teasing.
I'm going to say Umino. I'm going to go with the theme. My theme this year is going to be we're pushing the new guys. We're pushing the younger guys.
All right. Okay, I get behind that. So who do you got for your finals? You also keep finish your predictions before.
Oh, you want to just go? Okay. So
yeah, you must also keep going.
All right. So if we're just going to go this route, following this, I have the argument that Naito is going to the finals. We're making a big deal out of, hey, first time in 10 years, we have a champion in the G1. Naito's going to the end. This might be the year where he, and I don't, you have the stats in front of you. What was the last time a champion won the G1?
2005. Let me double check that 1 sec. I know it was early 2000. Let me double check that because I can't remember the actual year. Where did you go? IWGP champions. So last time the IWGP heavyweight champion, so Muto and Sasuke were the only two who won the G1 hold the IWGP heavyweight title. But the last time they reached the finals was Yuji Nagata in 2007.
All right. So, with that being said, yeah, I think this is the year they push this. They push this idea. So it's gonna be that, and then I think Yota Tsuji is going to
Ooh.
the finals. So we get Naito and Tsuji. And again, this could work either way, and this is how I want to break this down. So if we're going pushing the younger guys, I was thinking for a moment Umino was going to go one-on-one with Tsuji, so we knew we had a new G1 winner. But then I'm like, that would be awesome. But maybe they want to put somebody over. Again, we're pushing Tsuji in this case because, okay, long story short, Tsuji's winning the G1. We've said this like, I don't know how many episodes this year, Ethan. We talk about it all the time. Tsuji's winning. He just has it. Not that Umino doesn't, not that Narita doesn't, not that Umera doesn't. Tsuji's the guy. You lost Okada. You don't have Will Ospreay. You don't have Jay White. A lot of these bigger guys are moving on. Tsuji to me is the guy. Originally was going to have, that happen. But I'm like, no, maybe they really want to push Tsuji. So maybe it'll be Takagi. Takagi would be a good one to put him over.
Fuck yeah.
But then I'm thinking to myself, no, imagine if he goes up against Naito. Naito's champion, so he beats Naito. And again, it doesn't have to be, you're getting your automatic rematch of these finals at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep.
So even if it's not Tsuji, let's hypothetically say maybe it's Jeff Cobb. We're getting, 2 Cobb and Naito matches, like booked automatically.
Winner takes all, baby, for the TV title and IWGP heavyweight title.
Finley. Maybe Finley finally gets the belt. Just using these examples, I think you book 2 high-profile matches. One of them is going to be a rematch. Now, the rules are, if I'm not mistaken, is if the champion wins G1, he gets to choose his opponent at Wrestle Kingdom?
Yes.
Let's say Naito wins against Tsuji. Maybe he looks at Tsuji and goes, hey, you might have lost. Let's dance again in January.
Ooh, all right.
So maybe he calls his old, his challenger. It's like, hey, let's do part 2. Let's just go for it. And then he drops the belt there.
Do it. Finish the story, Tsuji. Finish the story.
It really gives you some momentum. So that is my thoughts. I'm excited. The more I talk about this, so I've been, and for those of you who know me personally or follow me, I've been so involved paying attention to the U.S. presidential election, and then things get on the backside. But like now, I'm talking G1. I'm excited for G1. I'm so enthralled now. I'm ready to go.
It's for the sicko, Sam.
I'm doing it all for the nookie, guys. Right. Let's get right into it, Ethan. Let's go through your picks.
All right. And then after I give mine, we'll guess points, see how many, like the points range you think each one will get. So I gotta go. Oh, so quarterfinals, I'm going with Zack Sabre for Shingo. Sabre advances to face Naito in semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
Sabre wins the A block. He goes, overall, goes to the finals. The
All
B
right.
block side, I got Finley Takeshi in the quarterfinals. Tsuji gets a bye, so he meets Takeshi in a rematch from this Saturday. Tsuji wins. We get Zack Sabre for Tsuji, and Tsuji wins.
So Saber Jr. and Suji for the finals.
Yep.
Interesting.
Winner. Someone has to finish their story, win the G1.
Maybe they tie. Maybe that's that.
Fuck it. 30-minute time of draw. Do a triple threat.
Triple
like that-
threat at Wrestle Kingdom.
Dude, hey, oh come on, they could do the 94 Royal Rumble spot just without the over the top rope spot.
So
now we could go over points. How we think we could do, like not total point, like close, like range, like I'll just use it. So like Shota Umino, I think he'll get like I'll just go first for the A block, and then you give me yours. So A block, I'll go with Shota Umino. I'm gonna say he gets between 8 and 16 points.
all right.
Naito, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say between 10 and 18.
All right.
I think on you know what, fuck it. This might be a hot take. I think he does at least one 30-minute time of draw with somebody. I'll get to that person in a second. Shingo Takagi, I'm gonna say same. I'm gonna say between 8 and 14 points. Sonata, I'm gonna say between. I'm just gonna be honest, between 6 and 10. Grail Khan, honestly, I like Grail Khan, but I don't see him getting many points in this tournament. I see him getting 8 at the highest. I'm gonna go with 2 to 8 points. That might be a little harsh, but I mean, look at his block. I mean, come on. Zack Sabre Jr., same thing as Naito. I think he gets at least 1 minutes. Remember this person I said same? I was gonna tell who's gonna go the 30-minute time of draw.
Yep.
Naito. Fuck it.
All right.
You want to go ball to now right now? I'm going ball to the 30-minute time of a draw. Gabe Kidd, I can see him getting 8 to 12 points. Jake Lee, he's really good. He wrestled Ultra Man for a bit, and then he was in Noah. He had a good looking guys group, and then he was like, "Fuck this! I'm done with Noah. I'm going with Bull Cup War Dogs." I can see him. I'm gonna say 10 to 16 points. Evil, I fucking hate. I'm gonna say this. I think he's gonna get between 8 and 14 points as well. Callum Newham, I don't see him getting much here where it's his first. I could see him getting maybe a shocking one over like Evil or like maybe Shingo or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he goes between 2 and 8, honestly, like point wise. For B block, El Phantasmo, same thing, 6 to 10 around there. Hiroki Goto, 4 to 8. Suji, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it there. I think he goes either 14 to 18 points. That's
All
because
right.
he'll play sleep. Yu Uemura, I don't see him getting much either. Like I said about Calvin, first time in the G1. I can see him getting maybe 4 to 6 points.
All right.
Jeff Cobb, 10 to 14, maybe 16. And being all gracious, I don't want to get my ass kicked by Jeff Cobb. Hinari, 8 to 12. Dave Finley, I'm going to say between 14 and 16. Sorry, 12 to 16. Renderita, 10 to 12, maybe.
All right.
I'd be shocked, honestly, if he gets anything under 10. Kenosuke Takeshita, I'm going with 14 to 16 points. And Oleg, love him, but he's still technically a young line. So I'm going to say between 2 and 8 points.
All right.
How do you feel? Are you in agreement, or do you think anything different? Or
you have to write those down and go through them with me again. I'd probably agree with most of them. I feel like Evil is gonna get snubbed. You know, he's just taking my hat off. I never take my hat off at these shows. I'm bald.
Oh shit, he's serious. He took the hat off.
It used to be the glasses, now it's the hat. So I think Evil's gonna get snubbed. He's gonna be so close. He's gonna be one of the guys who's like, it's the last match. He wins this match. Or maybe he becomes a tie. You know, doesn't get over. If I'm looking at who's ending on the bottom of this, probably Lee, probably Sonata towards the bottom for A block. B block, like you said, Oleg. Goto feels like he's there to like do heavy lifting.
He had some bangers last year out of the blue.
Oh no, I'm not saying that it's bad. I love watching Goto in the ring. But I think again, you talk about the younger guys, because even Phantasmo, who's I think around my age, I would say he's like gonna be in the mid, but I'm looking at Naito. Naito is he's gonna lose like maybe one or two.
Yeah, I think he does. Like I said, I think for Sector, I think he does one tournament draw. I could see him losing to like Shingo, Shota. Honestly, I could see him losing to Jake Lee because Naito did beat Lee at the last Unite Japan show together. So wrestling gotta do 50-50. But yeah, I'm seeing the points now because I almost forgot.
Yeah. And this might be something where the top 3 people on B block, they all are like equal, where they
Yeah,
all might be like
the
close.
part two, I try.
Yeah, they might be like I'd have to look at previous year numbers, but like they all could be like 9, 10, 10 apiece. Hanari might be on. Maybe he ends up on the bottom, so it gives him a little momentum to start crawling his way to the top, or at least to the mid card.
He's got some bangers on that show too. He's got. I can see him and Takesh having a banger. Him and Oleg. Him and Suji, I think would be really fun. Him and Battle of the United Empire.
Hold on. Now I'm looking, and we're doing this live. Screw it, we're doing it live, folks. Is Goto the oldest person in B block?
Yes.
By like a lot?
He's in his late 40s, I believe.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna, because Cobb I know. Oh no, Cobb is in his 40s. Wow, he looks younger than I thought he did. 42.
He's in his 40s?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, he does not look like he's in his 40s.
David Finley's 31.
That I could believe.
Yep. Goto is 45. Hanari is 92.
His year. I thought you meant he was 90. I'm like, man, he's a young, good-looking 92-year-old man.
No, yeah. Ren is 97. I do that. Sometimes I'll start and then I'll start going by year. I do that. People are like, how old are you? I'm like, 91, born 91. And like, what do you mean 91? You're not 91. I'm like, no. Born in 1991. I'm 33.
You're as old as the Undertaker's wrestling career. Oops.
No kidding. 93 for Oleg. Phantasma was 86. Oh yeah, he's older. Kanosuke's 95. Suji's 93. Ouya is 94. Wow, so there's quite a gap there.
I think Cam Newman he's the second youngest guy to be in the G1 besides Las Lombra. That was Andrade El Idolo, by the way.
Because I'm looking at the ages here. Because they really B block, and yeah, maybe they've been around a while, but even when you're still in your early 30s, you're still young. You're still young in the ring. So like Shota 97, Shingo, yeah, Shingo's a year younger than Jeff Cobb. Sorry, like a couple months younger than Jeff Cobb.
Holy crap, really?
Yeah, blows my mind. Zack Sabre Jr. is 87. Sonata's 88. Sonata's younger than all of them? Wow.
What the fuck? We got a lot of young blood talent. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Kids
could you see any juniors being in this tournament? I could see Hiromu or Desperado being in here.
Yeah, I could see either of them. Hiromu's like a staple. Kenta. Oh, this is going to mess you up. Naito's the same age as Jeff Cobb.
Huh? No way.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I know this doesn't matter. Yeah, by like weeks.
Jesus Christ, it's old school G1, baby. It's all the old farts and couple young bloods.
But no, yeah, there's a lot of her. Goto is the oldest person on this in this tournament, and then everyone else is a lot younger.
Callum Newham's the youngest in the block.
Mm-hmm. So again, this is good. We got a lot of young talent. There's a lot of opportunity here. Who here? Okay. Aside from Naito, who here has won the G1?
So, Naito, Goto. That's it.
Somebody new is winning this G1, or Naito's walking away as champion and G1 winner.
Now, if you want runner up. Oh, well, so Naito won it 3 times because 13, 17, 23.
Yep.
Goto won it in 2008. Wow. That's the first time I think I ever heard anybody say that. 2008. And then he was the runner up in 2016. Naito was the 2011 runner upper. Sonata was the 2020 runner upper. So, I mean. Yeah.
So so Saturday. I know this has been a lot shorter than we expected to today. So do you want to go through Saturday's card quickly?
Hell yeah. You know what? So let's just do both weekends. Let me bring up the carry.
Well, both weekend shows?
You might as well. I mean, they're Saturday and Sunday.
All right, let's just go for it. Let's talk about it.
All right. There was a show last Saturday by CMLL Fantastica USA. Well, if you want to talk about that Sam right quick after, we can, because that was a fun show. All right, so Saturday, July 20th, I'll just run it down super quick. So opening is Bonoli versus Rendery in the B block. A block, Shota Uno versus Callum Newham. B block, El Fantasma versus Never Opoint Hinare. A block, Grail Khan versus Zack Sabre Jr. B block, Jeff Cobb versus Hiroki Goto. A block, Sanal versus Jake Lee. And B block, Yuya Moore versus Dave Finley. And by the way, Sam, no joke, there are 6 non-title matches on this first night. 6. I am not joking.
Wow.
Yuya Moore versus Dave Finley. Gabe Kidd versus E1. A blocks. Oh god, that's gonna be a shit show waiting to happen. I think this match might be an Ethan pick. Yoshitsuji versus Konosuke Takeshita semi-main in B block, and an A block battle of LIJ Tetsuya Naito versus Shingo Takagi. And then on Sunday, this is another full A and B, but B block only has 4 because Konosuke Takeshita is going to be on DDT's Wrestle Peter Pan, Wrestle Minaso Tanaka. And by the way, Sam, that is a real match that is happening. EC dub. Tony Khan is never. Actually, I'll leave the jokes alone. I'll leave the joke alone.
Well,
oh yeah. I forgot to write it down. Sorry. So Sonata first counter with A block, but Oleg for Sonari in B block. Back to A. Grail Khan versus Gabe Kim. In B block, ELP versus Randa. A block, Jake Lee versus Evil. B block, Kuroga versus Yu Mora. Shota Uno versus Shingo Takagi. And A block, that can actually be a really fun match. Also, an A block match, Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. Fucking, I'm saying 30-minute time of a draw. And the main event of that show will be Suji versus Dave Finley on that show.
All right. Well, that is going to be the G1. We're looking forward to that. We were trying to do weekly coverage last year, and it might not be the case. Ethan, maybe we should put together like a take like the block and kind of like convert it so we can have updated scores so everyone can kind of see if we don't get to do like an update. So
on social media, yeah, I know what you mean. Like each night, because I do results on Twitter, so I could make a separate post, be like, all right, here's the update stands after like night 1, boom, 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 kind of thing.
yes.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right. So, that being said, let's talk about the other show, and then we will log off for the night.
All right, let me. Stupid mouse. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let me bring up the results for the. So New Japan and CML had a Fantastic Media USA show in San Jose, California, at Mount Pleasant High School gym. Wow, they're really taking the bingo hall seriously. Just joking. Sorry. So fatal four match: DKC defeat Adrian Quest, Kutsi, and Finito in 8 minutes and 31 seconds. For the MLW World Tag Team titles, Koji Max, Okamura, and Satoshi Kojima defeating Los Desperados, Magnus, and Rigato at 9 minutes and 32 seconds. For the vacated CML Women's title, Stephanie Fakir was supposed to defend the title on the show, but if people know, you know what happened to her.
Yep.
So Will Nightingale comes the first ever non-Mexican born wrestler to win the women's title. Will Nightingale to beat Love Viva and Vivian Vane in 10 minutes and 13 seconds. That was actually a pretty fun match. Another fun match, Hechicero and Fires defeat Dean DK's Bad Dude Tito and Zack Sabre Jr. at 13 minutes and 56 seconds. Yuji Tsuji, our boy, defeat El Bravo Carbonaro at 14 minutes and 9 seconds. Gabe Kidd retains the strong Ultimo Guerrero at 12 minutes 11 seconds. And the main event, our boy, Junior Champion Doki and Mystico defeat Rock Romero and Photo Jr. at 24 minutes and 38 seconds. On this show, I would say watch the CML Women's Title match, the DMDK vs. Hechicero and Fires match, Tsuji and Carbonaro, and the Doki main event because it's Doki. And Mystico did challenge him for a shot at the junior title, so and he'll put his. So it's funny. So Mystical holds 2 sets of middleweight titles, MLW, and the CML World Historical World Historical Middleweight Champion. I'm like, holy fuck, Mystical, drop a title, drop one of the middleweight titles, brother, please. But it was really fun. I mean, Doki. Oh, by the way, New Japan. So remember how Gino Gambino is like, it's a Doki Choki.
Yep.
Not, you know who he's for us. You want to know who he's wrestling in Australia?
Who?
Kenta.
That's quite the gig, quite the match.
Battle of Bullet Club, and Chris Charlton's like, holy shit, my mind exploded.
Well, I mean, I don't have too much more. This is gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year. Somebody new is winning this G1.
Suji. Now, I would not be mad at those Zack Sabre Jr., but Suji needs to.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. is another one who hasn't been world champion yet. I don't know how long he'd have it for, but I think it'd be fun to see him with the championship for like hop, skip, and a jump. Let's call it, Ethan. This is the year of the Suji. Guys, like I said, we're going to have updates. And if you're going to do so, please make sure you follow us on X and Twitter at Above the Ring, Bedlam Media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Bedlam Media and Above the Ring. You can find myself as the SOB Official. Scott at Scotty J Stream, but he's not here. So we're going to talk about Ethan's Wrestling _fan_9 account.
Yeah.
I pride myself of that more than I should, knowing that I remember that. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review. Tell people why Bedlam Media and Above the Ring is the podcast if you're choosing, and why they should listen to us as well. Guys, we got to go. That's been our show. And as always, do